yeah. Hello. Oh, hell no. Daine the pizza guy. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Hello? Are you outside? All right, thanks.
All right, well, hello, interwebs. Right now we are having a pizza emergency. And Brian should be right back. These motherfuckers. Well, the weather's been real nice.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man. What are you doing to me?
Holy crap. Holy crap. Sorry about all of that. Oh my God. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. Give me a second. Jesus. Oh, that fan. Let's see. All right, well. John, talk for a second.
I'd rather not.
Okay, I just want to see which mic was yours. And then, so I think we can turn those down. Because I think Daine is this one. All right, cool. So that sounds way better anyway. Woo! Holy piss, that guy fucked everything up. Okay, so, Jesus. That's better. So I apologize. What just happened? What was my phone? I use it as a camera. When people call me, it freezes my camera, and all hell breaks loose. And then I have to leave people in here talking by themselves that really probably don't want to be doing such things.
Son of a bitch.
I apologize. But, holy crap. So, yeah, so I had to run downstairs and find the guy who was apparently just hanging out in the street and just not even, just hanging out. Daine was outside. He was out there. Like, I went downstairs and saw no Daine anywhere. It's like, okay. Maybe he's in the bathroom. Not in the bathroom. It's like, okay. It's like, Daine's outside. Why is this guy calling me right now? Daine was out there. And Daine was walking back to the house. I was like, "What? There's no pizza in your hand. What's going on?" And so, yeah, he had to, I don't know. I guess he had to go hunt him down or something. But he got it. I can smell it. It smells delicious.
It does.
Oh, does it smell good. So good. Turn that up a bit. See how that goes. So welcome back to the show. If you're new to the show, just know that shit fucks up all the time. Today, great example. I'm sure that beginning was, I'm going to get an Oscar. That was a great performance. It was so good. God, I can't wait to see that. It was just a shit show. Like right at the beginning, we started late. We get it going. As soon as it starts, when my camera fades in, get a phone call and freezes the camera. And I can only imagine what it sounded like on their end, just like shuffling around and it's like, what? John, you need to take over. Emergency. 911, welcome to the show. So yeah, we have some things that happen sometimes. And it's fun. It's interesting to deal with every time. It's an adventure. This is no different. This was glorious! 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 So, we got pizza now, and we're going to smash it while we do this, most likely. Because it just smells too good not to, and we had to get it last second. Daine went to go get us Wendy's, like the good friend he is. He just was taking one for the team and was just going on his own, and sat in line for about 40 minutes and went nowhere. Then he tried McDonald's, poor guy, sitting there for like 20 minutes going nowhere. And then he just came back, kind of not so happy. He was kind of mad. That made me want to see monster trucks. Anyway, so there's going to be some background noise because it's really hot up here, so we had to turn the air conditioning on. And if you know us, we are audio pros, so we know exactly what we're doing and how to handle that situation. And actually, I'm kind of tweaking it as we go about doing things here. Maybe give us a little more bass. Give me some of that bass in my voice. John, give me a little talking real quick. What do you got? Are you talking?
What's up?
All right, cool. Just making sure.
Yep.
Just trying to making sure.
I think we're good.
All right. So we're definitely, all of us are working on our mic skills. Watched the last episode. Luckily, the podcast version should sound a lot better than probably the live version did. But whatever. Again, we're working on things. And go figure, when I'm kind of nailing things in, dialing it in, I'm going to have to move by the end of this month. And oh boy, do I got some stuff to talk about. Like, holy pickles, man. Some of the craziest things. Daine.
Give me a minute.
What's going on, bro? Was that guy, you said the guy was just sitting in the street? Yeah, we'll wait. We'll save it for the show. Okay. I do have a lot of things to talk about and go over. Oh. So yeah, that mishap afforded me the time to go get the last of the cold Pepsi. That might be kind of delicious, sort of. But before I get to that, we'll go over a little more introductions because the show just started all out of sorts and weird. I don't even know where we're at anymore. I started introducing some things, and then I stopped introducing some things, and now pizza again is all I can think about because it smells so delicious.
It does smell pretty. I'll give it that. It smells good.
I mean, it's no matter what, you could always kind of just count on pizza. I mean, when you were desperate and you were hungry, it's still this pretty bomb. I could eat it every day anyway, and I've definitely proved that. What are you looking for?
Is this thing good?
What are you looking for?
My vape.
Your vape.
Always lose the shit, man.
Oh, yeah, you do lose that all the time.
It's too small, I guess.
It's just a little guy. Well, you were over there playing guitar. Did you take that shit downstairs with you? I don't know.
Join shortly, sorry.
John, do you still vape?
Yeah.
When's the last time you smoked any kind of a cigarette?
Shit. I don't know. It's probably been. Has it been 8 years maybe?
Really?
Somewhere around in
Good for
there?
you. Good for you. I'm well over 10 at this point. Man, good for you. It was such a weird thing because you didn't start normally.
Maybe it's not been that long, but like 7, something like that.
I didn't start normally either. I started smoking cigars like right when I met Ron and Daine pretty much. I was just really into them. And, of course, Metallica and all them smoking their stogies, and Ron was all into that. But I just really liked them. And then I just somehow... Oh, it's because how I remember now. I think it was when I was working at Max and Irma's, and all these people are going outside for breaks. And I remember asking to go outside and smoke a cigar, and they laughed at me. They're like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, can I just go outside and have a cigar break?" They're like, are you talking about like smoking a blunt outside? I was like, no, just gonna go smoke the pub on the cigar. And this is not one of these little black or backwoods or whatever they're called. Like this is a big old. Put it in there and hope it doesn't fall out. My hands are tiny, so I ain't got that awesome big man grip. But they started laughing at me, and Noah was working up there at the time. If you know this kid, you know him. I mean, I only know of one Noah. I think, John, do you know who I'm talking about? He had a brother, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just remember Noah up there. He just like hands me a cigarette. He's like, "Look, dude, you can go out there and have one of these." And then I just kind of started puffing on cigarettes just to like have a break at work. And then I just kind of stopped smoking cigars and just started smoking cigarettes, but only when I got fucked up or wanted to break at work. And then it's just like full blown, just like, yeah, pack a day. Sometimes you don't have them, you start fiending, just like, oh, this is the worst. It's just weird letting shit take control of you. Just... Yeah, my worst habits are drinking pop and eating terribly. I can quit cigarettes. I can do the craziest of drugs, and it's like, that was a cool week. All right, moving on. But I just cannot stop drinking pop to save my life. It's so good. Pepsi's for girls, though. Coke is where it's at. Coca-Cola all day. It's like a man pop. I drink this, I feel like not a man.
I did grow up drinking Pepsi because my mom was all about Pepsi.
They were giving away a Harrier at one point, so
yeah,
I was kind of on the Pepsi trip for a minute, trying to get a Harrier.
Once I got older and started mixing alcoholic drinks and realizing that Pepsi doesn't work the same.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. A rum and Pepsi, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss the Panini days, man. That place is so cool. Bartending, crazy music, DJing, doing cocaine off the bar, shutting it down. Everybody goes home and you just open it back up and just party out and turn on the TV, bring your video games, have video games going with the sound system. More cocaine off the bar, playing some pool. Oh man, I miss that place. Wild. It was some of the craziest wild times, and they had a VIP room upstairs, the one in Berea. I'm not even gonna go into all the crazy stuff with that, but when I talk about the homeless days, there was a point where I did stay and live up in there. It was very interesting. Very interesting. And it's weird what drunk people would do for burnt, terrible pizza that's like 5 hours old that you're about to throw away. Because they would do a lot of crazy shit for it. And I found that out working at that place. Holy piss. We'll save that story for another time when Sam can be involved. Because me and Sam and Daine all worked there. And if the first owner that started that place that made it what it was, if he would have kept it, like, I could have worked there forever. That place was just heaven on so many levels. But after he sold it to some of these people and they had gambling problems and paychecks started bouncing and just kind of forced to move out of this job, it's like, oh, goodbye, my love. I became a man in a lot of ways at that place. Definitely banged all over it. All over. I cooked food in just an apron and shoes. There's nothing else on. Crazy stuff.
I missed all the Panini days. I think I had only been in that place like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. I never even knew about this place until like Sam had been working there and told me that they needed help, and I was like, oh, I'll check it out. But I literally did everything from started as like a cook, then like kind of did security, then did bar backing, then DJ'd for a little bit, then started bartending, and then eventually went up to managing. So it's like I kind of did a little bit of everything and a lot of learning there, especially dealing with just drunk people. It was interesting. I don't know if my old self now would want to deal with all that bullshit as much as I could back then. I don't know. Some of the worst times or parts about that job was just like being at that counter, and everybody that walks in, you have to walk by that counter, and I'm just always kind of hanging out, waiting for an order. And you just see these people looking kind of, respectable, decent. Of course, college kids, college bar. They could use their college card and get food, and so they just buy a bunch of drinks. And but then to just see them just like turn into the worst people, just like drunk people. Well, at least these people, all of these people. Yeah, it was just weird. It was just weird seeing the transition, I suppose. That was my pet peeve. Oh, piss. Is Daine still looking for his vape?
I think so.
I thought he was up here already. John,
Did you maybe set it under this box? Because I know he's searched about everywhere else.
Well, let's give it a quick look-see and fuck some shit up. Hold, please. Did you find it?
No, dude.
How about under this?
I'm so aggravated.
Is it under this?
I don't see it.
Can't be in too many places. Alright. Daine is still on the hunt for his vape. It's not been a great day for this guy. I, for some reason, thought that you were downstairs munching on some pizza, and then I looked back and saw the pizza box, like, oh, he didn't do that. I didn't think he'd do that anyway, but part of me just like, well, maybe. That's a bummer. Yeah, vapes are so tiny. Don't they have little Apple tracker things that you can like stick on things? Just invest in like one of those. I actually might have one downstairs. I've never used it. But it's just like this tiny little Apple thing. I don't even know how you charge it or work it. I just remember Ron came home one day and he's like, hey, I got one for everybody. Hey, you could all have one. I didn't even know what it was at the time. I just actually recently looked at it. It's like, Apple thingy. Like, what?
I had bought Lindsay something like that. I think it was called Tile. And it was like a little tile that had like a Bluetooth or some kind of tracker on it. And it would, like went on your keychain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Tile was the thing that you can like plug into your audio jack and swipe credit cards.
Nope. Maybe that's a different Tile.
Hmm.
Or I could be wrong. I could be calling it the wrong thing.
Well, you know what? I do have a computer. And hey, it says there's 2 people watching, so someone besides me is watching this. Well, that's neat. Well, hello, whoever's watching. Welcome to the craziest shit show of them all. But it looks pretty good. The cameras are looking good. We haven't dropped any frames, surprisingly. It's just, we're just having some weird technical difficulties on our side. Losing vapes. Microphone issues. Phones. Phones freezing. Having no cameras. Oh, man. John, would you say you were an avid coffee drinker?
I do drink coffee most mornings.
Okay.
I'm like a 1 cup kind of guy.
Now, do you drink this out of habit, or do you drink this because it does something?
Caffeine,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you really notice it, though?
I think so, and it helps me poop in the morning.
Interesting. I never thought about that part of it. Because I'll get mine from Starbucks and use my stars in the morning, so I'm not at home, and I'm already like on the way to my job when I'm doing this. But no, it doesn't do that for me. At least
Maybe
well,
because you drink so much caffeinated beverages, a coffee's not necessarily going to do it for you.
yeah, like the night before, I'll drink like we'll just say on a low number 5 cans of Coke with a bunch of Cheetos and Doritos and
That's
chips and dip,
terrible.
and then I go to sleep. Yeah, I gotta stop drinking pop. But now that I have to move out, and just because of how things have been lately, I haven't really been buying a bunch of anything. So I've been drinking a lot of water lately, because that's kind of really all I've had. And I've been trying to drink this pop very sparingly, because I know I am a pop fiend. And let's see what happens when that runs out. I will suck your dick for a fucking Coca-Cola. Oh, you got the Mexican Coca-Cola? I'll give you the rusted trombone. I wonder if that's ever happened. Pop is just so cheap, though, so I can't imagine that anything like that would happen for pop. That'd be really weird. Like, yeah, probably like in Nevada, just in the middle of where all the casinos are, where a pop is like $20. It's like, I will seriously suck your dick and nipple for just a sip of your Pepsi. I don't know. I can't. I know I turn into a jerk and kind of like I'm quick to right at you, but I don't know if I'd lick a nipple for a pop, just like a random Nevadian. Like, excuse me, sir. What did we? Okay, so coffee.
Yes, coffee.
I don't know what just happened. I don't know where that journey started, but do you notice it like they'll like wake you up and sharpen you for the day, or is it just it kind of gets the poos going?
I mean, I think it gives me a little something, mainly so I'm not half asleep while I'm driving to work.
And you think the coffee helps?
I think it does. I believe it does.
I don't see. I'll get a medium coffee, and this girl I know, she will drink it in not even 5 minutes. Well, the one I had probably even quicker, but the one I have, I can make that thing last for like 7-8 hours. So maybe I'm just drinking it way too slow, and I'm just not able to do anything. Cause like take a little sip, switch it around in the mouth, like get the flavor, take a swallow. Just kind of hold it with the pinky out, just driving around like do do do. Da 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 da.
I assume that because of your cola addiction, you have a high tolerance to caffeine.
Yeah.
So you would need to chug that coffee like you would a Coca-Cola.
The only time I've really...
And there's probably more caffeine. I'm not sure. But I would think there's more caffeine per, like, volume in coffee than cola.
Perhaps. I drink a lot of pop, though.
Yeah, you do.
Shit, now I just completely went blank where I was going with that. Wait, hold on. Drinking coffee. Not working. Making you poop. Now I'm backtracking. I'm doing all the techniques. It's not bringing it up. Bring that over a little more. Shit, taco. Man, where's I going? Does it work? I don't know. Is it working? Huh. That's a bag of dicks. All right, well, moving on. Let's see what we got on the board. Oh, so because of me moving out, hold on. I wonder if I can pull a calendar up. I'm not sure how many more times we will be doing this here. See, next week. Oh, 2 more times. I could do this 2 more times at this place. John will be taking his drums today. He's got stuff to do, and we appreciate you leaving them here and hanging out and playing, and we appreciate all of it.
And hopefully we'll work something out for the new place.
Well, God, I hope so. The new place I'm going to is so tiny. I was just telling John it was the size of like my living room now. I have to fit everything from up in here and in my living room now into the living room there, which that's gonna be interesting to do.
Gonna be tight.
Yeah. And the neighbor on one side is an elderly woman living by herself. So, whatever. And then on the other side, it's the owner. It's her and her husband. Really nice people. And they're into karaoke. So,
Okay.
maybe I could get them on the podcast one day, or maybe, I don't know. But I told them that if they wanted to, they could come over and we could sing some karaoke. And so, we'll see how that goes. But I don't think after the next 2 shows, though, at least right away, if I could at least get the show going, there probably won't be any live music. Maybe there will. Who knows? Maybe I'll just fling a guitar around. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, so John's taking his drums today. I do have a drum pad thing. It's not the same, but we can make it work. And if John comes over for the podcast, he can play this. He just sit over there and just hit it with his hands and just play it.
That works.
But yeah, still make sure if you want, come over for the podcast because we love having you. And I know it's hot up here. Maybe I'll have the AC fixed by then. Or maybe I won't even be here in 3 days. We'll see what happens. Because apparently you can evict people in 3 days. It's like, what? Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're about to
3
get
days?
Yeah, we're about to get into that.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not.
Did you pick my vape up?
I did not, dude.
It was in
I
here.
would not
It's
do
just
anything
not-
like that right now.
I don't know what to do, but it's driving me crazy and I can't talk about anything.
John has a vape. Rip his vape.
I gotta find it.
I understand, but you could rip his vape. Maybe it'll help.
It's not up. What's everywhere?
Wow. The vape still eludes Daine. Did you have it outside with the pizza guy? Did you go in your car?
No.
Oh, alright. Weird. I've known him to lose his vape before, but he usually finds it like right after. But right
I
now,
got it. If your place got it,
listen, dude, I not now. Not this is not the time for any of that kind of shit. But you got me thinking about segments, though.
It's a terrible segment.
I'm not gonna do it. But so we'll have some live music tonight. Shit, see, I'm all over the place. I apologize. But we'll have some live music tonight. Daine has some riffs, and we'll see what I can bang out. Bangers in the mash. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited either way, and I'm gonna really try to get up and running as soon as I move into this other place and get the internet installed and try to keep the show going. On the show note, I will say that I do have a Facebook up for In the House with B-COLESLAW and friends now. So you guys can go and like it and all that good stuff if you want. Support it. I'd appreciate it. Stream it on YouTube and Twitch live every Friday. We try to do it for midnight because it seemed like that would be the best for everybody. But everybody's starting to get new jobs now, so we'll see how it works out. We'll see what we could do. But I know Daine just started a new job. I actually just went on an interview for something else, and we'll see how that goes. And I know Ron's been doing stuff with his job, so he hasn't been able to come because he's just really tired. So I get it. Everybody's got stuff, so maybe we'll switch up the time at some point.
Yeah, I'm staying nice too.
But yeah, maybe we'll switch up the time if we have to in the day. But for now, Friday at midnight, we'll try to keep you entertained one way or another. And if these fuck ups aren't entertaining, I don't know what else to call them. But yeah, so we're on Facebook right now, and I took a pause with the website for a second just because of everything going on, and I'm just running out of time with everything else that I'm trying to do. And these next couple weeks, I gotta really go hard in life with a lot of different things. Depending on if I get this job or not. If I do, it'd be great because I get paid weekly, and it would be a new experience for me. Something I haven't done before, and I'm out of the elements, and there's room to move up, I believe. So it'd be really great, especially right now, because I could definitely use something new. Because where I'm at now, I'm not too happy about it. If you are familiar with the first couple episodes, I talk about my run-in with the HR person and the shit I had to go through and deal with, and since then, like I was the hardest worker there until then, and now it's just been just a crazy shit show. And it just feels weird to even be there. I love a lot of the dudes up there, man. Darren, Alex, love you guys. Xavier, cool dudes. Just really good people, man. I respect them, and I love you guys. And all you guys out there that are delivering and doing your thing out there, like, I appreciate you. They're hard workers, man. They're out in the weather, they're out in the rain, they're out in the snow, they're out in the freezing cold, dropping off your Amazon packages and UPS packages and your mail, and just all those workers outside, man. You don't think about them, and just it's crazy what they got to go through. I love you guys, man. You're cool. You're hard workers. You bust ass. Much respect. That being said, this new place would be really great. I don't know what my hours are going to be at that point, so again, might have to change up the show at that point. But, however, oh boy, did I struggle to try to get this skit I've been talking about now for weeks, and I feel terrible that I have not delivered yet on my promise to you with the skit. Again, however, I did have some help. I had some people come over and help me record a couple scenes. I had a couple people let me borrow some clothes. I did my own makeup with dry erase marker. I think I did a very accurate job. But I did get the skit recorded. I have it all recorded. I tried my damnedest to get it on my computer today, to get it loaded up, but waiting for it to go from my phone to my iCloud, and then trying to get it from my iCloud to my computer, it was taking too long, and everybody's coming over trying to get ready before the show. So as much as I wanted to put it out there, it would have been shit just with how little time I would have had. So here's my promise and guarantee that I promise that if I don't show you this skit next week, which I will, because I'm going to work on it as soon as tonight. Anyway, I'll do something just terrible. I don't know. We'll think of something really terrible. I'll let Daine decide. I'll write down a couple options, and I'll let him pick one, and I'll just do it. And it'll probably be something terrible. But that's if I don't have this skit. But let me tell you something. I will have it. I have all the parts recorded. So again, now I just have to transfer it on my computer so I can edit it. But now you're telling me I have like a whole nother week to kind of put this together, which, of course, after you do something, you always have those thoughts like, oh, I should have done this. Oh, it would have been cool if I could have done this. And I had quite a few of those moments when I was, transferring things like, So this kind of affords me the time to be able to put those little things in there, make it just way better. And some of the songs that are going to be in there are just going to be ridiculous. It'll be good. So next week, I promise, I will have my first of hopefully many, many more skits. But this one goes to one of my favorite stories to tell all my friends. And all of them know it, and I've heard it a billion times. But none have seen it. How it will be seen next week on Friday. I have sent still shots to some people. I may have changed my personal Facebook to a scary make-up version of myself preparing for some of the parts. But I have all of the main, everything good to go right now. So just gotta put it on my computer, cut it up. Once that's completed, go back, record the funny things I wanted to add. So that way, at least if I run out of time for whatever reason, at least the main thing will still be out how I recorded it now. So, because there might be some bullshit that I have to deal with. And let me explain that, I guess. Oh, you're back. I didn't know. I thought you were helping Daine.
Yeah, I looked around. I was trying to be a fresh set of eyes.
All right, well, let me bring you back here. I can't believe it just disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, mine is considerably larger, and I'll still lose it from time to time.
I mean, he wasn't even here that long. I don't understand where it could be. Like, doing some dergs. He came up here. He got his equipment. Maybe it's like in his trunk or something. Oh, man, poor guy. I know he's had a rough day. Okay, so, John, quick shout out to John Fields for getting out of work, working a hard day, and coming over directly after work to help me film a couple scenes for this skit that you were about to see. That's gonna be just unbelievable in many ways. Like, how did you feel when you first came over and I peeked around the corner and you saw my face?
You had already sent me a photo.
Yes.
You had texted me a photo. And so I kind of knew what to expect. But you didn't realize that I had already walked into your house.
Nope.
So you were kind of steamrolling around the corner with your face all done up. And
I thought you were outside still fucking with the door, so I was running around the corner.
You definitely about scared the shit out of me.
Well, I scared myself just as much. Almost pissed myself, but I held it together. But, then when I told you what you had to do, how did you feel about that? What were your thoughts at this point?
I was a little concerned because I don't fancy myself the best actor.
Okay.
I didn't have to show my face, so that was a plus.
Yep.
I didn't have to do much, so.
How did you feel about what you had to do, though? How did that, watching it back, like, how did you feel?
I don't know. It was fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product.
Yeah, I thought you did a really good job, and the best part I kind of explained to John, it's like, all right, here's what you have to do, here's what you have to wear, here's what I'm gonna do. And here's, the camera will be right here. And I kind of broke down what the story was to him. And, I kind of went and did what he was supposed to do. And John went in there, and, I hit the record button. And
First fucking take.
For one take. All it took was one take with this guy. I couldn't believe how good it was. And we both played the parts just perfectly. And there was no reason to do a retake. I couldn't believe how good it was. And it's going to be that part that we filmed mixed with the one where the camera's on the ground looking up is going to be probably, everybody will probably piss themselves laughing. It would be hard to not. Even if you were disgusted by the story and what's going on, I can't see how you would not crack up laughing. It's gonna be great, but John did a great job, and not only that, he had to be cameraman after that. I explained another scene that I kind of needed help filming because I couldn't do myself, and he did a great job and stuck through it. It was actually like 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. You were over and
Something
gone
like that.
Oh.
Better get me on that IMDb.
Oh shit! Be my first short. Fuck. I mean, it is technically going to be my first skit, and now, I am kind of relieved. I can put at least a week's worth of work into it now that, like I said, the main shit is all filmed already. And just the funny music I want to add to some of these parts that I'm going to have to make myself. There'll be a little better quality now, too, and even more hilarious. So you have the skit being funny. You have the music in the skit being funny. You have several layers of comedy coming at your face. So, be ready next week. I will have it. I promise. Again, if I don't, I'm going to just make a list of 3 just terrible things that might be borderline not doable on a YouTube channel, but doable enough. And I'll let Daine decide my fate. Because I ain't no punk bitch. So that'll be interesting, but it'll be way more interesting to play the skit. So be prepared and be ready to laugh. Maybe wear a diaper. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe do it. I don't know. Do I condone it? Yeah. Whatever. Do what you want to do. Jesus. Went from coffee to some weird craziness. Okay, so the reason. Okay, so I said that potentially I have 2 more shows here. Now, if you watch and or listen to this all the time, you will know I missed a week doing a show. And that was due to, it was actually the day I was going to start filming the skit. I woke up and just like ill, just sick, COVID, whatever. So, and it just hit me hard. And actually my voice is still, it's still not even recovered yet. I'm actually really shocked. It's still fucking with me. So I missed a lot of work. Well, I tried to do that, rental assistance or whatever, and I qualified and I filled this out. And actually, I talked to my rental company because they took a double security deposit from me, like $2,000. They are holding on to of my money. So it's like, okay, cool. So I call them like, hey, I missed a lot of work, and this is before I applied for rental or anything. And it's like, hey, you have $2,000 of my money. Could you just take 1,000 of that, which is my rent, 1,050? Like, can you just take that and just apply it to rent? And then you'll still have 1,050 of my dollars. And keep in mind, this house is in a billion times better shape than when I moved in. So much stuff has been fixed and just worked on. So it's like guaranteed to get pretty much all my deposit back. Like maybe they'll have to buy some light bulbs, which we're going to talk about, oddly enough. But it's like whatever. So they might have to spend $50. We'll see what happens. But they're like, no, we can't do that. And I was like, well, here's the thing. I kind of missed a bunch of work. I was sick and, I couldn't even afford to miss a day, so, you have all this money in mine. He's like, no, I can't do it. It's not how it works. So he's like, well, hey, go fill this out, see if you can get rental assistance, blah, blah, blah. They'll take care of you, maybe if you qualify, whatever. I was like, why not? Let's try it out. I filled it out. I got an email. They're like, hey, we can help you out. Cool. So I text this guy back. And I'm like, hey, so they said, it was going to go through. It's good to go. Just wanted to let you know because I didn't know if they reached out to you yet. I gave them your email. Yada, yada, yada. I did everything I'm supposed to do. Now, it's like, okay, cool. So my rent should be covered. This is the last month I'm here anyway. I'm moving out. And then I get an email from them, and it's like a statement. And now it says that I owe $1,000 for June, too. It's like, hold up a second. I'm not going to be here in June. Like, this is my last month right now in May. Why is there next? So I call them. They're like, oh, it's just a computer mistake. It's just a glitch. Don't worry about it. It's like, what? It's a glitch. Like, my lease is up. Like, it's over this month. What do you mean it's a mistake? Like, someone needs to fix that. So I didn't think anything of it. Like, okay, whatever. I guess it's just a mistake. I had already emailed the guy, like, hey, they were like cool with the rental assistance. They're gonna do it. So it's already a weird day. And then, I go out. had to run.
We can switch and plug
I
that in.
had to run a chore really quick, do something, and when I came back on my door, there's like this eviction notice thing. It's just like you have 3 days to either vacate and or pay. It's like, what, dude? It's like yesterday, I just emailed this guy, and he even emailed me back something, so he responded, and so I don't understand what's going on. They're gonna get the money for the rent and the lateness, whatever, because of the work I missed. Cool. So it's like, why would you put that on my door? And why is it like 3 days from today?
Your
Like-
butt is very warm.
It's
It's warm in here.
so it's very weird. So maybe in 3 days I'll be evicted from here for some reason, but I don't know, just lack of communication at this place or what the deal is. But yeah, I've never been evicted before, and one way or another, I'll always take care of my rent. Sick or not, this is what I did, and he even told me to do it, which I did it and got back to him right away. I'm usually on top of my stuff, so the fact that this happened kind of just blew my mind, and it also just set me in a weird mindset. And again, my voice is all messed up. Just went on an interview. You got to move at the end of the month. Still haven't worked, so there's just a lot on my mind, and then this on top of it. It's just like, why was this needed? And I just talked to him earlier today about, hey, there's an extra 1,000 on this statement that shouldn't be there. Like, literally was just talking to them. You think they would have mentioned something on the phone at that point. Like, hey, by the way, and then I could be like, no, because I have proof. I can send you emails. Like, I don't know what else I got to do. I called, left a message, like, look, I sent I sent this guy correspondence immediately. He even answered me back about some stuff. And then today I get an eviction. And on top of that, it's like, if you want, I could send you an email stating how I've been approved and that they are going to pay you, if that helps. But it's like, I've never been late on any of my rent ever before. I've been here 11 months. This is my 12th month. And this is the first time anything like this has happened. And you're just like, hey buddy, thanks for everything. You get 3 days. Fuck you. Just kind of weird, especially after, it's just like, well, you did tell us he's going to pay us. You know what? Fuck you. You got 3 days. Like, what? So if I can get past all that bullshit in the next 2 or 3 days, we'll have another 2 shows. But I honestly don't know what to make from all that, because I've never had to deal with something like this before. Any thoughts, gentlemen?
Just that I'm glad that I planned on taking my drums.
Oh, yeah.
home
Oh,
today,
dude,
just
dude.
in
Oh.
case.
Oh yeah, dude. I'd let you know all this ahead of time, no matter what. I thought I'd save it for the show, but it's just weird how things are unfolding, especially so close to the end of everything. It's just really weird. Daine, is your mic working, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right, cool. Hey, did you find your vape? I was afraid to
No.
ask. Really?
No. I had an old one in my car, and then I had some new cartridges. So
You think it might? Did you check your trunk?
yeah, I checked everywhere like 40 times, dude. It was very much anxiety-inducing.
I'm sorry, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's cool.
It's been a rough one.
I only almost punched the wall like 10 different times.
Oh,
It's
come
like,
on. I need my deposit back.
I know how to deal with my anger, you know?
I'm going through a lot of shit already. I don't need a hole in the wall right now.
No, I'm good. It was just like, I don't know. I don't understand where the fuck it went. But anyways,
Icing on the cake.
moving on.
Sure. Did you eat any of the pizza yet?
No, not yet.
Did you bring
I
any?
didn't mean to be gone for that. I was
It's
just
okay,
like,
dude. I get it.
I had to look for it.
I
And
get it.
then If I would have remembered this earlier, I would have done this. But
I mean, it worked out, too, because I kind of one-cameraed it, kind of went into a story. I thought John was down there helping you, which I think he was for a minute. So, I mean, it worked out. It's fine, dude. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I feel it. I'm feeling it. Is that the John mic? Yeah. Weird. Oh, man. So, Daine, do you notice coffee, bro? I know you like it, but do you notice it?
it's hard to say. I drink. Well, I notice caffeine. But I also
What do you
I
mean?
drink like pre-workout and stuff. I'll drink energy drinks sometimes.
Like it makes you
Or
want
like
to
the
poop?
little energy shots. Does caffeine make me poop? Not
I mean,
that I
like
really
when you
notice.
drink coffee, does it kind of like make your stomach like, we're about to do this right now? Rumbly, rumbly, rumbly.
I never noticed like like immediate reaction from it. I'm sure it's happened over time, but off the top
Yeah.
of my head, I don't necessarily have to shit every time I drink coffee.
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
it depends. You got your shit timed out for the morning. That's different. And then you drink coffee in the morning. That's a thing.
Yeah, I think I've just got my whole routine down every morning.
Yeah,
my,
I get that.
My wonderful wife makes me coffee, and then I sit on the toilet and get my day started.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started drinking coffee, it made me have to do the poops in the morning. But that was also when I was smoking cigarettes too. So I'd like do that coffee cigarette poop in the morning. I do still crave cigarettes at time to time.
I
do
never
miss them.
Yeah, you'll probably always crave them
Yeah.
at some point. But
I miss them.
yeah, our friend used to say that cigarettes made him like help him take a poop.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah. But I never noticed that. Did you notice that?
I noticed that once I stopped, not having a cigarette in the bathroom messed with me. And in the beginning, vaping while sitting on the toilet just didn't seem right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't mask as much.
Mhm.
Do you guys smoke weed while you're taking a shit?
I mean,
I'm just curious. I don't personally.
I can't think of a time that I did. I know I've smoked a joint probably taking a shit, yes, but I don't think I've ever dabbed.
I don't believe I
dabbed
ever
shit.
have.
We did a lot in the bathroom, like sitting on the toilet,
yeah,
like
yeah.
all of us in there.
Well, yeah.
That's happened a whole bunch.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
But
And I definitely
don't-
have like in the tub or something like that.
I've totally
for
done
sure.
that too.
Yeah.
But
think have
I don't
on the
know.
toilet.
What made me think of it is I was watching this thing on YouTube, and Joey Diaz was talking about how he'll smoke weed while he's like trying to take a shit, and then he'll cough really hard, and then that makes all the like shit
Oh,
fall out of his.
No, you don't want that explosive push out like that. If
just
I
have to watch
can,
it.
if I can, like to sit down and just let it have.
It's hilarious.
it.
I mean, every story that dude tells is hilarious. But
Yeah, I just started listening to that when I started the job I'm at now.
what's that? Joey Diaz?
No, Joe Rogan show.
Oh, well, Joey Diaz has been on there a lot,
Yeah.
but he's got his own podcast too.
Yeah, I know that all of them probably do.
Most of them, yeah.
Mm. So,
Hell yeah! You want to talk more about shit?
well, I mean, we can. I mean, we really, honestly, like, if you want, I can break down some movie secrets right now from the skit. If you want.
Mike just texted me a minute ago, and he said that he wants to get my shit in his pee hole. So,
Oh, dude.
all right, yeah.
I mean, that's a really easily attainable task.
yeah, it's probably gonna
Like,
get,
when you trying to get this achievement unlocked by?
it's probably gonna get an infection.
Is this got a time limit?
It's gonna get an infection unlocked.
How many of these tokens do you got to use? Do you got an extra to spare? Well, I'm not. He can't be watching the show, right?
No,
Okay, I was gonna say because I don't stream to Facebook anymore, just to Twitch and YouTube. Because still no dropped frames, still doing really good.
oh, you having a problem with running it on Facebook too?
I mean, it seemed to be an issue. I had a lot of issues, and as soon as I stopped, I kind of stopped having those issues. It was weird. Some of that weird dick going on. Shit. Speaking of light balls, stay away from them great value dicks, man, because I don't know which ones they are, but I have bought 2 different sets of them bitches, and now they're just like strobe lights. You drive down my street, it's just like you will have seizures if you drive by and you see this. So
Are they LED or incandescent?
they're the
Like-
LEDs. I got LEDs because I'm trying to be all about that nature and world, bro.
I wonder if it's something like in your electrical. I don't know. It seems odd.
There is something weird with the electric here, and when I moved in, that was a big issue with Sam's guitar. One of his guitars he couldn't bring, whether it was a dual coil or a single coil, because something with the electric interference. And then when I had him replacing all the plugs downstairs, he turned off all the rooms. And then he goes to put this thing in, and it's like, bzz. It's like, whoa, it's still hot up here. That makes no sense. I turned all the rooms off. And also in the bedroom I'm in now, he's like, this is some of the craziest, oldest wiring. Like, I haven't seen something like this in so long, man. Like, I don't even know. So apparently there's some Ghostbuster, scary type old wiring in the walls. Maybe it's what's attracting them ants. Not ghosts, just ants. This is like, it can't be that cool, just ants. Can't ghost bust ants. Stupid bitches. Seriously, I don't know what that shit is that I'm using. Oh, it has begun.
Apparently, I just moved my butthole too much or some shit. All right.
Fight!
Enough talking. Enough shit. Fuck yeah.
Alright. Are you sure?
Maybe one more time, but like not
All
right.
right.
Not right away.
What else we got? I guess I'll do a plug real quick, I suppose. Get that out the way. Try to do it every time for these guys, especially today, because I'm not going to be able to work for them because my car's... It needs some work. It's a piece. Okay, give me one more second to get this going. So, okay, there it is. Let me just make it like a DS. Give me a second here. Okay, so if you are new to the show, or maybe you just haven't made it to this part of the show yet. Oh, let me shrink this up. There's this company called Unrefined. They had the coolest name when they started out, but they had to change it for business reasons, and I understand, and I don't blame them. But it was really, it was one of the...
Is this what I think it is?
Yeah, it was one of the coolest names ever. And the day I went into work, and they're like, you're not one of these anymore. It's like, crap. We are now unrefined, which is fine. Okay, so now that I got this up, I'm sorry. For you guys listening, I apologize for this segment. Maybe I don't. I don't know. So if you're about 30 miles away from Cleveland, I believe, is the cutoff. If you look at the top of the screen, you will see the timer. You have till Wednesday to order. Put in your order. They cook it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sunday, they bring it to you. As long as you're in the radius. You can get it by the pound. You can subscribe, get a little bit of that savings dick. Get stuff a la carte. We'll go by the pound. See what that looks like here. And all this stuff is made by them in-house, fresh, every week. Every week. I've got to help make some of this stuff. And it's pretty neat watching it go from start to finish, everything. Sauces, everything. Made from scratch. They source out really good ingredients and everything themselves. One of the owners, she went to school for all this stuff, so she really knows what's going on and what she's doing. Go to the a la carte real quick. But yeah, it shows all the calories, proteins, carbs, the fats, and all the selections, so you know what you're kind of working with. Come out with a lot of new stuff all the time. Forever changing. But yeah, so unrefinedls.com, check them out. If you're trying to live that healthy lifestyle. So that's that. Got that out the way. We made it. We made it. You guys made it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my mouth is drying up. Man, it's so weird how my voice is so fucked.
Are you drinking a 2-liter, dude?
Yeah. No. 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 Dude, no. It was cotton candy. It was cotton candy. Cotton candy. So do you guys you guys ever been in a car accident?
Yeah, together.
Oh, really?
What? Yeah. Do you remember, John?
Oh.
The little
yeah.
dog.
Yep.
All right.
Wait. What? Little dog?
It wasn't that crazy. I mean, it was. Dude was going pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fender bender.
It was
like,
right over
you know.
by Burger King in Berea.
Wait, what? You hit a dog?
No, the guy hit John. I was
Yeah.
in the passenger seat.
Nah, we were driving down Front Street, and I think we were gonna turn left into, was it KFC or maybe
Something like
Burger
that.
King?
Yeah.
But there
Maybe
was
it
cars on the other
KFC.
sides who were waiting to turn.
Yeah, and I got my blinker on, and then I look up in my rear view mirror, and I see this guy flying up behind me, and he's looking at his little dog sitting on the seat next to him. And then I did the mom move, and I threw my arm across Daine's chest. And
He did do that. And you know what? I felt loved.
Aw. Well, that's good. That's instincts. All right. John,
He
that
was going pretty
instinct
fast,
kicking
though.
in.
He was not paying attention.
No.
But on Front Street, going fast? Isn't
Yeah.
it 25 an hour?
I mean,
That-
not fast, because I don't, like, my airbags didn't deploy. I mean, he might have been,
He
like,
cracked
it was
us.
like
It
30.
jolted. I remember it
mean,
shook us up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Oh,
'cause
and
it was so
totaled
sudden.
my car.
Yeah, that's how
Um,
John lost his. What car was that?
That was the Thunderbird.
Yeah, and it was kind of nice.
shit.
Yeah, it was a nice car.
It was an old school
my mom's.
Thunderbird.
It was my mom's car, and then she gave it to me.
But yeah, you might have had that for a while. Like,
Green leather interior.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
Powered seats when, like,
I
you
blame
know,
the dog.
That wasn't a thing.
Then I saw the dog, and it wasn't even that cute. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, dude. Well, now you're just pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
I see that guy every once in a while.
You're kidding
You
me.
see this
No,
person?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He works or worked at some point at some title bureau DMV type thing. I know I've seen him at a few times.
But wait, what happened to the dog, though?
Nothing.
Who knows?
I know he
Oh.
was getting out of his car, and I think he was holding his dog, and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
Pookie, or
Oh,
whatever the hell
no.
the thing's name
Yeah, yeah.
was. But
Aw.
Everyone was fine.
yeah,
But you asked if we'd been in a car. Remember that time we were in North Royalton and Sam's like, what was it? His tie rod broke or
Oh,
something
yeah.
in the parking lot.
No, the wheel bearing's the same thing
Yeah.
that I'm worried about with
His
my car.
tire just turned sideways, and we was just like, "Meh." And we were just like, oh shit.
That was scary how that happened, too, because it just like click, stop, and we were
Well,
in motion, I think.
It was good that we were in a parking lot.
No, we just drove through it. Just like, and drove into the parking lot.
Did we? I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Because we were in motion when there was like,
I just remember
it's like,
being in the parking lot.
and I remember being in the middle of the street at that point, like right by the light though. And we would have went straight, we would have went to North Royalton, but we pulled into that
Yeah.
kind
Kinda
of little
sounds
place.
familiar.
Yeah.
I've seen people broken down on the side of the road with that, like their tire turned sideways like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, be careful with them wheel bearings. And like that's when I'm on the highway, I can hear my like. So it's just like nah, like I'll risk it maybe to go right down the street and get a sandwich because even then it's like still $100 tow, but it's doable if it happens. But so yeah, I
you're
think
talking on your new car.
yeah. Well, dude, it's already like 60,000 plus miles on it. I got it in 2019 with like 4 miles.
Yeah.
miles on that thing, man.
But, I've already replaced a bunch of stuff. But this thing I can't do myself because these are the wheel bearings. Like, you have to pull the arm off and then push the bearing out with this press. And then you have to press it back in. And then you bring the arm back and hook everything back up. So it's like I don't have the tools to do that myself, or I would have already tried. So it's like my buddy was supposed to come over Wednesday and actually film being my sister in the skit instead of me. He was supposed to come over, film that, take my car stuff, and then, the next day, Thursday, I'd have my car back, but he got all sick. So it's like, piss. So hopefully Sunday, he'll be coming over, take everything apart, and then by Monday when he gets out of work, come back, put my car back together, and then I'm good to go again. But yeah, it's about time. But yeah, I got a oil change not even a month ago, and it's like I already got to get another one. It's like I try to stay on top of everything.
You got one a month ago and you got to get another one?
Well, dude, driving for Uber and then, for unrefined, it's a lot of driving. Every 3,000 miles, my dude, and that shit's important.
You know how I feel about it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's
my understanding was that newer cars nowadays they say 5,000 miles.
Well, you can, but when I worked at AutoZone, there's a lot of cool older dudes, and they know all sorts of this crazy shit, and they're like, yeah that's what they just do it at 3,000. I was like, roger that. But yeah, you can.
Yeah.
When I first got my car, I didn't do it until 10,000 miles because I thought, they're like, oh yeah, you can go 10,000. Like I could have swore that's what I heard someone say, and then they're like, no. So ever since then, it's like every 3.
That means I should probably go get one.
Super important, and like one of the easiest things you could do or have someone else do.
I get them often. I don't know if I go every 3,000.
It's like I'm probably once I move and I can save a little bit of money. I'm probably gonna do like a tranny flush and have them flush all that shit out. And
yeah, I've thought about doing that. I remember when you did that to that truck that you had.
Oh boy,
That
truck sucked.
It ran like this. It would just be like.
It kept revving. It kept revving up. Like, I'm about to fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, it just did that.
Fuck you.
And you'd just be like vibrating in there.
You'd be behind someone with your foot on the brake and just like trying to go. It's like,
but somebody
it's like,
gave
please don't slip and hit this lady.
Somebody gave you that truck, right?
Yes, the neighbor down the street died. And the wife, the wife gave me her husband's car because she didn't want to see it and remember him, and she knew it would be able to help me out. And they're good people. Coincidentally, this is also the same family that the lady that gave me the car, her parents. I ended up getting arrested at their house with one of the Rons. I won't say the last name, for raking the lawn naked. And then my dad pulling up. So here's the story, okay? It's not like I just went there and got naked and started raking a lawn. So I'm with...
That is what you did.
Listen.
That is 1,000% what you did. You went there, you got naked and raked their lawn, dude.
No. Keep in mind, it's cold out, but it's still like, hey, you can take your jacket off from raking because you get hot, that kind of weather. So I'm with Ron, not the one that's on the show, but I'm with this Ron, and this was in our hooligan years, and start raking lawns, and eventually we get to this lady's mother's house, and I recognize her, like, oh, hey, this lady. She's like, oh, hey, Brian. I was like, hey, can me and my buddy rake your lawn for some money? Oh, yeah, hey, no problem. Now, I can't remember if they left. I think they left. They paid us, and then they left. And now at this point, this is like the last house we were doing. It's getting
Amateurs.
late. It's getting late out. Well, I knew these people. I didn't want to just like ditch on them, especially after they paid us $3 to split between the both of us.
To show them your penis. I get it.
No. So
This lady's so nice. I bet she wants to see my penis.
No. I didn't think that awesome at that age, but maybe now I think that. What's that young dick, you know? But anyway, so I'm raking with Ron. These people leave, and you Daine, you know Ron really well. John, you know Ron. We started like shit talking back and forth to each other, and then we started, and I think Ron planned this out from the beginning, but he took something off. He's like, oh man, I don't need this. And then, like I took my wife beater off, threw it on the ground, like, I don't need this. And it got to the point where it was just like, I was just in like my pants and my shoes. And he comes behind me and we're laughing and he pushes me down. And as he pushes me, he grabs my pants and pulls them and rips them off. Now, my shoes were still on. He pulled them off over my shoes and started running. And I think he ran into the neighbor's backyard. Well, I got up and looked, and I didn't see him. And now I think I still wore tighty whities at that point. That was before like I wore boxers maybe. Or maybe I just started boxers, but they were the worst kind because they didn't have a button and your dick just kept popping out the hole. I think it was tighty whities.
Those are my favorite kind. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think they were tighty whities. So anyway, I didn't see where Ron went, and now I was kind of pissed and whatever. So it's like, okay. So I just start raking again, and I just wait, and I hear him talking shit. And it's like he's in the next door neighbor's yard behind the front tree. I heard him, and I just waited, and he kept talking shit. And I waited until he got close enough, and I turned around and started chasing him. Now at this point, he was between me and the center of this tree, or he could have ran towards the house. We started running towards the house to try to get away from me. I slam him up against this lady's window. This poor woman sitting in her rocking chair, reading a book with her like half glasses, not like the full round one, just like middle to down, just sitting there with like a knitting sweater on, probably had a cat, just reading with like a light on just next to the window. Probably just like, I love my neighborhood, it's so nice. But all of a sudden it's just like, splat! Ah! And just like, I'm screaming at Ron, just shoving him against this fucking window. And then like, we both see this lady, cause she was just like, and so I kind of got off Ron, and he pushes me and pantses me again and takes my undies. Now I'm naked. Now I'm completely naked, and he ran, and just like I couldn't catch up to him. So I just picked up the rake and started raking again. Just like, I don't know what else to do right now. So I just started raking. He had all of my clothes on him. And eventually he came back, and I was really pissed. And then we eventually were like, buddy, cool, good again. I get dressed, and all that probably happened. The window smashed, then me, raking the lawn, and like probably 3 or 4 minutes. And we were over by that Ron's house, over by Baker Street. So that's not even like a 4-minute drive from the police station. So I finally get dressed. We get back to the lawn because we wanted to rake it again and, just get it done. And I was like, hey, Ron, there's a cop pulling down on, there's a cop coming, dude. What do we want? We should run. We should run. He's like, nah, dude. Nah, they're not coming for us, man. And I don't know what I was thinking. It's like, oh, yeah, you're right. Why would they be coming for us? We didn't even do anything, man. We didn't take anything. We didn't rob anything. Yeah. It's stupid. I was just naked raking the lawn, and we just like scared the shit out of this lady. Probably gave her a mild heart attack. Like, I felt so bad for that. And then the cops came. They pulled up front. And just like freeze, put your hands in the air. And just like, oh, okay. Dropping the rake. Just like, I told you, Ron, we should have ran. It's like, we can still run, Ron. Like, let's go. He's like, no, man. So then the neighbor comes out. And I can't remember what she said, but she definitely was just like, and this one over here was completely naked, and he was attacking this other gentleman over here, and he was slamming him into my house, and I tried to explain, like, he pushed me over and pants me and took my fucking, yes, and he did it again, like, after I'd smashed him into the lady's window, yeah. So we didn't try to break anything or hurt anybody. But you were naked raking the lawn in the indecent exposure and blah, blah, blah. And then when I thought that was the scariest part, I saw my dad pull up and it's like, oh shit. Oh shit. Because, you know, I mean, cops are bad, but my dad was a big intimidating dude. And he was very scary. Like, I was kind of the bigger of my friends at the time, I guess you could say. Bigger built. I played soccer. I was kind of a sport guy. Like, but my dad was a big dude. And when I saw the cop car and then his car right next to it and then the cop car and then his car right next to it, it's like, this day will not end up good at all. This will probably be one of the worst days ever. So, yeah. How did we get on that topic again? How did that start?
You did.
But how?
Oh my God, this chair's so uncomfortable,
Oh
dude.
boy, here we go.
So I'm a little bitch over here.
Little bitch, baby. Little Taco Bell fuck. Well, I mean, you're going strong. We've been doing this for about an hour, 16 minutes, so we're about 15 minutes away from our due diligence of the show anyway.
All right, let's jam.
Well, not yet, bro. I didn't get to talk about an accident. Can I talk about an accident?
We're listening.
Well, that's how questions go. I ask a question, you answer the question. But thank you. Let me have a little more cotton candy on.
Proceed.
There's this dude Tim I know, and he's by far one of the worst drivers I've ever known. Still to this day. He's one of those people that drive emotionally.
Hey, does his name rhyme with Cramfleto?
Bandito.
All right, I just want to make sure I know who you're talking about.
Danny DeVito. Anyway, so this dude Tim, worst driver I've ever met, drives very emotionally when he's in a good mood. Windows down, kind of slow, just like blasting the music, like yeah. But it was like wintertime, and we had this girl Jessie. We had to take her to work, and I think he had a crush on her, and this was long before that happened. So we pick her up, and I think he tried to hit on her or make a move or something. And he had like one of those old Caprice cars with the long front seat and the long back seat. And I was supposed to be sitting up front, but I was like, whatever, you like her. She can sit up front, I'll sit in the back, I don't give a shit. Now, we were over by the Berea airport, taking the back way. And at that point, we're up on top of the hill. And we had to go into the park, which is downhill. Now, it's wintertime, super cold outside. I'm in the back seat with no seatbelt on. And Jesse and Tim, obviously, up front. So they're talking, something happens. He's getting mad. I think they were fighting about something. Like I said, I think he put on a move, and then things just got weird. And then he just got mad, and you could tell. And it was like, hey, Tim, hey, just settle down, man. Like, I don't want to die. Hey, just settle down. And then we start going down this hill, which is downhill and curved to the right. And we just keep going faster and faster and faster. And yes, you guessed it, as the turn came up, the car didn't turn. We kept going straight. And we go out the side of the road, and we just hit all this shit. And then just boosh. Face hits the back of the car, just like, I think I broke my nose. Like, it was so bad. And then it's just like, I was going to be in the front, and I wasn't going to be wearing a seatbelt. Like, I would have definitely just went out the windshield had I not been in the back. Because had I been up front, definitely would not have had a seatbelt on. And I'm guessing those two did, because they would definitely have flown out the front window. But then I just remember, like, Jessie gets out of the car, and she's like, oh, fuck that, because she had to work at Mark's or something at the time. She's like, I gotta go. And just left the scene of the fucking accident. Just like dipped. Just walked through the park, walked to Great Northern, walked to work. Just like nothing happened. And I'm still just like in the back all fucked up. Like, what in the world? And I can't remember much after that. What happened? It's kind of a blur. Good old Tim Dandito.
Was it him? And I believe you were involved when we were kids and went sled riding. I believe it was the three of us. We went sled riding, and he hurt himself at the bottom of the hill. And if I'm remembering correctly, it was you and I had to get him in the sled.
Oh,
and
no.
push-
That was Sam.
Yeah, because I was. Sam went up front in the sled.
No. No, when we were younger than that. It was
Okay.
like when you and I.
Wait, yeah, because
early
wait,
on.
so that one
And it
bigger
was-
hill, the bigger hill, right?
The one across the tracks.
And he made us take him all the way the fuck up it, and then he just walked after that.
Yes.
I totally
What?
remember this. That asshole.
and the kids that were with us, like some kids ran off to like flag down and try and get an ambulance. And we
Damn.
got this dude in this sled and
Yeah.
pushed him all the way up this
He was-
pretty steep hill. And we were, I mean, how old were we?
That was young. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere in let's say 14, 15 probably.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere in there. It was
And-
probably pre-dank days,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I don't think we were smoking weed at the time or anything.
No.
But
That's oddly familiar to my story that I had with Sam.
well, the thing happened with Sam, and I was there for that too.
Well, because me and Sam wanted to go off-road sledding, and for some reason I was behind
I
him.
remember you were there too. It
When
was on the
Sam
small.
got
It was
hurt-
on the smaller hill, right by the vine. I think it was still the
Oh.
vine at the time. I don't think I had the rope up there yet.
Yeah.
But no, it was like the main hill, like when you go past the power thing.
The
and
the hill right there
the
by
main
the
one.
vine.
Yeah, just the main
Not
first
the
hill.
long, not the longer narrow one. That's the one.
No, that's the
that,
toboggan hill.
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
that the Tim thing happened on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember because you guys went to the left side.
Yeah, we went to the left. Yeah.
And you just kind of like went straight into the other, like the hill.
Yeah, there's a hill going upwards,
Yeah.
and Sam just,
You just
like
ran
his
right into
legs,
it.
and my weight hitting the back of Sam, smashing his legs that already hit, just like it fucked him up, and
Yeah.
I had to like carry him up and then pull him in the sled the whole way out, and until like a
I don't
cop.
think I was there.
I think James was there. I don't think it
Yeah.
was John.
I was definitely there for that.
Because-
I watched him do it.
Because remember, we had to get a ride home from the cop, and I know I was freaking out, and I think James was underage at that point, so I was just freaking out because James was there. We all had like weed in our pocket. He's an underage.
Yeah.
Sam's all fucked up from the woods. He can't even walk, and it's just like, and we have to get in the car with this cop and be driven home. So it's like we're just sitting in the cop's car, just like, oh, and the cop's just like, so what's up, Bob? What are you guys doing out here?
Yeah.
It's like, nothing. No drugs. We have no drugs.
That's weird. I didn't remember that part, but I do now. I vaguely remember just kind of looking out the cop window, being like, "This is weird." We're in the back
Yeah.
of the car,
Yeah.
but he actually gave us a ride home, and it was
But
like, can't believe he did that.
I don't think you guys got the ride home. I think me and James got the ride home in the cop car. The time that you're talking about is, I think, when we went into the woods, and then we walked out by the toboggans and started going the wrong way. And then we started coming back, and we had a bunch of blunts on us. Ron was with us, too. And I think we had to have someone come pick us up, but then the cop took me and someone to the car. And then I came back and drove and picked you guys up.
I just have a vague memory of being in the back of a cop car, but not like in trouble, just getting a ride
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
But
I think
I don't know.
I think me and you got a ride from the cop to where we parked to get into the woods by our spot. And then
Yeah.
from there, I drove us to go pick everybody else up.
We-
But do you remember Ron had the blunts and they were sticking out of his pocket? And the cop was like, "What is that over there in your pocket?" And he's like, "Fruit roll-ups."
that sounds vaguely familiar. I
Yeah,
feel like
they were just popping out of his pocket. You could just see him.
sounds like something he would do.
It's almost like he was trying to show him up. Like, hey, he hasn't seen him yet. It's already been 5 minutes. But then he just straight up like, "Hey, what's that thing sticking out of your pocket? It says blunts on it."
I also remember we've been in the back of a cop car and not got in trouble quite a few times.
Yeah, a lot of times.
There was the time at Samurai's house.
I vaguely kind of remember something
So
like that.
there was those woods right there.
I remember
right by
that.
his. So we went down
Oh,
there and
yeah,
we were
yeah,
smoking
yeah.
a bowl. And at the time, we had some kind bud. We had paid like $50, $60
So much
for,
money.
you know. but it was good, whatever. But we were down there smoking, and we had stopped at Brian's car, which was in the parking lot. In
Yeah.
it was kind of like not the best area.
86 Crown Vic was my car.
But somebody saw us go in the car and thought we were like kids breaking into a car or whatever. And then, because it looked weird because we went into the car and then we went into the woods. It's not like we came back we did something weird. It was totally on us.
Yeah, just trying to get blazed.
But we saw the cops coming from a mile away because it was this big, steep, like, hill you had to climb down. And we saw their flashlights up top. And we're just like, what do we do? Like, we could run way off and, like, but we were just like, we're just going to leave our shit here.
Do you remember them looking for it? And they looked for it for a really long time.
They never found it.
Nope.
Well, that was... Dude, you know how hard that would have been to find?
Yeah.
They would have just
thank
happened.
God.
I mean, it wasn't that well hidden, though. It
No.
was just sitting, like, behind a tree by, like, the creek.
Yep.
So it was a fairly obvious spot.
If they would have had a dog, they would have found it no problem. But they just thought of, hey, we'll just walk around this hill for 25 minutes and find nothing. I was so scared the whole time to stand there, just like, oh, he walked by.
All over some weed, man.
Oh, he's by. Oh, he walked by. You stupid fucking idiot.
Well, we were in the back of the cop car, so we could hear we could hear what he was saying.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah, but yeah, all over some weed, man. We just wanted to smoke some weed in the woods by the house.
Didn't want to do anybody any harm. Just wanted to get a little blaze.
To be fair, I understand why that looks suspicious, especially in that area. That apartment complex, I'm sure there's shit happened there. It was not the best.
Nah, that's like the Fairview Park area, I think, over there.
Yeah, but those apartments in particular just seemed like
they were
I
rough.
don't know. Yeah,
dude, we would
we would jump out the window,
shooting BBs at the wall, jumping out the window, all sorts of crazy stuff. That'll be another episode. That'll be just like a Brian Daine episode. We'll delve into the Samurai Boy house and maybe the homeless life, the homeless city.
We talked about that.
Well, I know, but I would like to go in depth.
Well, it's not. It's just us smoking some weed in the woods, being kids with an imagination.
There's more to it than all that.
What
shit.
if, dude? It was basically that. But what if those trees? But what if those trees were a castle?
No, there's more to it than that.
I mean, like that. Yeah, to us.
Even like going to
not to other people.
Well, no, it is.
I imagine other people can relate to like just imagining.
Not relating to it. It's just like a crazy story, and even like down to going to the rec center, sleeping on top of banks.
No. See,
all the different homeless cities and woods that we'd go to.
Those are good stories, but that specific story,
dude, it's all an adventure, bro.
It was just us in the woods with Jason. It's very weird timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all that the whole homeless city thing. That's where that came from.
There's a lot more to it, and it's a bigger adventure than this guy is letting on.
I'm just talking about a specific night.
Is that what you're doing?
Bro, I coined the phrase.
Dude, yeah.
I'm not like proud of it or some shit. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Okay. Well, yeah. Just to throw one more thing out there before we get to our live music section of the show. Probably the last one. Possibly until I move. Maybe you'll get two more. See what happens. I'm still waiting to get one of my PA speakers back. But that being said, I do own it and have it, and I will have it sooner than later. So I would like to start doing some music gigs. If you guys are having parties, you guys need some music there. You guys having a wedding, need a music guy. You guys want to put on a show in the middle of the woods. I'll see what I can do. But I want to start kind of getting into that world. I told you I made a website for the Into House for this podcast on Facebook. So feel free to message, especially during like a live show like this. You can message us live. I should actually pull that up for the live show, but you can message us. You have a gig you wanna talk about, message me through there for now until I get things a little more set up and get a website. But yeah, I would like to delve into the world of playing music for people. 'Cause why not? I have the equipment. I enjoy it, especially if you want to get into some karaoke. Ooh, I'll do that with you all day. All day. So, that being said, just gonna put on some music, some hold music, and we're gonna get set up over here and get some music blowing and flowing. And I appreciate you being here. Hopefully my voice will come back by next show, maybe not. Hopefully there'll be another show up here. Hopefully we'll have another 2. I could really only hope. Hope I don't get evicted. We'll see. But thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate you as always. Hopefully you'll be back next time. Because don't forget, I got that skit coming, and that's going to be something to be seen. It'll be my debut directorial gift to the world. And hopefully there's a billion more to come. I was going to bust out my notebook of ideas this show and show the guys, but it's already about that time. So, appreciate you guys sticking with us. And let me throw this song on for some hold music. Oh, shit, Taco. We'll be back in a second. Hang in there, you silly bills. Rolling down the street, smoking endo, looking out the window. Oh, these memories, they keep escaping while I'm concentrating, thinking about the who, what, where, when, and why did I get here, and is here where I wanna be, or down in Cleveland's dance floors with all the freaks, booty shaking, getting down and grinding, meeting friends and finding that special lady of the night. Tang lesson on the radio brings me back from my thought rodeo. It's my turn to hit it twice and quit. Passive effort tolerant needs to be relit now. We're 4 friends deep, while in this dark we creep. Who knows what kind of drugs the other brothers on? Even knowing this, keep riding amongst our bliss. The midnight time is the best and only time to let it out, and knowing there's no doubt that your friends will have your back no matter how fucking crazy you are. 'Cause we're all the same, we just got a different name, sparked from the same flame. I'm feeling up, I'm feeling down, surprised from all the drugs I just took, I'm still around. My parents would be so proud if they knew how sneaky I was, never getting caught. Go right ahead. Thanks for tuning in once again. We appreciate you being here. Now we're just gonna jam out a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little, a little bit, a little, a little bit, a little. crazy. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, man. It took me over. So if you're still sticking with it, we're just jamming some craziness. Nothing is predetermined in this. version though. Or play like, can you imagine like a Hawaiian tropical version of that? Bow. Like make it all Hawaiian tropical, like that'd be kind of cool. Dude, this bias, this has a lot of like cool like Tosin presets. I really love this program. Did I not save any of his distortion? Oh, there's one. Tosin signature right there. Tosin the boss. Sorry. I know, dude. Can we play? I want to play some tropical. Let's play tropical improv. Oh shit. Yeah, you done? Alright. Well, we are gonna call it. John has to go. So, thanks for tuning in. This is an extra long jam. Feeling it. And stay tuned for the skit next week. It's gonna be great. Or whenever I'm able to get it up there, if I don't get kicked out. So I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you on the next episode. The next time. I'm kind of to see it. So we'll just play you out. And thanks for being you. And thanks for enjoying me and my friends. We love you. Good night.